Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in beautiful Spakovo, Poland. We are in July. Let's have a look at our potatoes. Yeah, again, the moisture is extremely high and it gets lower as we go up the field. So yeah, most of all we're battling with moisture over here farm. Okay, I want to go and make the rounds with the animals. So for that reason I'm gonna take my quad. Here you are. So yeah, I have a thing planned for today. We're gonna be building another shed. It's gonna be a reused one, which means that it has already served its purpose somewhere else, and it's gonna serve its purpose over here now. And while I'm going down, I will take this with me. In any case, yeah, I have found a combine, and it's actually a local one, which gives me much happiness because I can actually keep the machines over here where they were doing their job for, well, God knows how long. Probably years and years, decades even. Yeah, I have realized that in the end we actually didn't show you all the second part of slurrying, which I do apologize for that. I guess it was not the recording corruption, but it was actually me forgetting to press record button, as you do. Okay, let's give the sheep and goats a bit of water. They have plenty, but still, while we're here. And I do think we had another birth. It's getting really difficult to track births because we have so many animals and they all look alike. But yeah, if we have a closer look, you can see all the unnamed ones are new. So we have a ram. It's 0 months old. And oh yeah, and this is what I forgot to show you. You can actually see. Can't you see the family tree? I don't know, guess not. I was under the impression that you could actually see the family tree of an animal that was born in the actual barn. Guess not. Okay, so let's give it the name Flair. All right, and we have our oh, excuse me, this was a lady. Yeah, yeah. Let's keep her Flair. And we had a baby ram. Let's change its name to no, not Simba, Guinness. Right, it failed. Houston, all right. Okay, so we given our new animals names. Bossy and Racer are nicely growing up. They're already 5 months old. And Bakal is already loaded with 2 new babies. She's expecting. Let's check our Daisy. She's expecting 3 babies. Oh wow, that's a lot. Usually the sheep have, well, 2 babies, but sometimes it does happen that they get 3. Cupcake. Cupcake is, I guess, the mother of young Flair and young Houston. Okay, yeah, it isn't showing, so I got distracted a bit. Right, so Cupcake, she's recovering from last birth, and Marshmallow is not having any children? Can she not? Doesn't even say that she can reproduce. I don't know. I don't know. Not gonna worry too much about it. Oh, look at that. The oak tree has grown. And this is gonna be a mighty tree and it's gonna give beautiful shade to our animals. Nice. Awesome. I was always under the impression that oak trees are a slow-growing plant, but it seems like they're not. Okay, so this is Uther. He's currently valued at 818 euros. Let's see, you are Jasmine. You are currently valued at, after we clean you up, of course, because a clean animal gets higher price. So you are currently worth 1,334. And you, sir, Mr. Gary is the father. You're worthless. Okay, I should not be saying it like that, but yeah, 275. But there is the thing that we are not actually exercising these horses, and their value goes up with exercise. Okay, let's see if we can refill this greenhouse over here. Okay, seems to be completely full. Manure is still a-okay. And our piglets. And I got stuck on a wheelbarrow. Let's dump the rest of the water in here. Sooner or later we will fill the trough. And another thing that I wanted to show you is, let's get unstuck. We have 2 male piglets and everybody else is a female piglet, which I did find quite interesting, so to say. I was expecting they're gonna be around half-half, so half male, half female litter, but it doesn't look like it works that way. And this place right here is gonna be the area where we build another shed. Now I'm thinking of a shed that can accommodate a combine, because that's what we're getting probably in the next week. But if not, well, it would be better if we could get kind of a bigger shed, because we have the potato harvester that we can't really fit anywhere undercover, and it would be really nice if it could be undercover. Alright, so I've taken a bit of a detour just to show you our grass field. And it is 100% fertilized, so you can see that we actually covered probably most of the field with our slurry. I know I lost the recording and I sincerely do apologize for that, but it is what it is. So if we go over here, it should show quite good fertilizing state. Yeah, I have missed some here and some here, but judging that this is only the grassland, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course, I bumped the mulcher. Well, the animals have all been taken care of, so I'm gonna go inside, gonna make myself a bit of a late breakfast. And in the meantime, I hope the construction team arrives and they can start doing their job on our new, well, new to us shed. And let's quickly check this field. Yeah, too much moisture. Again. I don't know, it hasn't rained that much, you know, if you think about it, we had 2 months without rain. And we had just a bit of rain in the end of the previous episode, and it's all too moist, so I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do about it. We should probably start thinking about drainage, but I don't know. It feels like that's above me. In any case, be right back. Alrighty, so I've heard them come. So let's go check what's up. I do think I'm gonna have to use the Zetor tractor to get the land prepared. So yeah, I might have done a bit of a boo-boo, so to speak. Yeah, look at this. Nice. Beautiful. Look at what a cool crane this truck has. And how big it is. Shoot. Anyway, let me have a word with the builders and then I'll see what we can actually do. And what a grill. Anyway. Yep. Thought so. Yeah. I was under the impression they're gonna have their own construction crew with them. In the sense of that they can prepare the ground for a building, but no. And this is where I parked my slurry tanker. Just so you know, because it was not in the video yesterday. So yeah, let's get our Zetor ready. Get the bucket on so we can clear some topsoil off and I can actually make a good solid foundation on it. Alright, is there anything in... Wait. I might be able to get it. Let's try. Let's do some tractor gymnastics. Yeah, some serious glavage. Hey! Look at that. I should join those competitions. You might be aware of them, where tractor drivers or forklift drivers or lorry drivers get together and they compete in agility driving. Alright, so before we start doing anything, I do want to consult with the builders if they can actually stake out the area they're gonna build up. So yeah, let's do that and I'll be right back. Alright, so we have kinda sorta measured everything out and we're gonna see if we can actually have something nice built. Yeah, guess I have to set up my bucket a bit better. So yeah, the shed is gonna sit some way in this area that I marked out just about now. It is going to be a bit of a different shed than we're used to seeing here in this part of the land. But I think it's still good because it's gonna be big enough to actually accommodate all our needs. And our needs are big. Because we are gonna have to store our combine somewhere, and we're also gonna have to store our potato harvester, which is probably gonna be self-propelled later on, but right now we have a regular trailed one, which is not the best, but it's what we have at this moment. I got it for cheap. It's really difficult to see out of this tractor. I have seen some tractors that are, I think I'm saying this right, a dropped nose. That the hood is not straight as this is on a Zator, but it's actually dropped a bit. And that means that you have a better visibility. At least you can see the top of your bucket. Because right now I'm doing things more or less by feeling. It's not always the most accurate way to go about things, you know. Okay, how does it look? I think it looks pretty darn good. Yeah, this is a nice little flat area. Probably gonna have to be flattened a bit, but nevertheless. Let me move the tractor out of the way and let's see what they can actually pull together. So yeah, I'm guessing today is gonna be a very short episode. We're not used to short episodes here, are we? Yeah, I really wonder. Alright, so the builders left. It's 20 past 4 p.m. And ta-da, we have a new shed. It is a bit awkwardly placed, but I'm not gonna be too fussed about it. Because this is going to be primarily a storage facility. It is open from 3 sides, which is not something I wanted, so to speak, but I got it. There's still a few debris left a bit of debris left after the construction, and also over here you can see a bit of materials left behind, but yeah, I do think this should accommodate our needs with the combine and everything else. Yeah, that bay over there is really not too too good. So I'm thinking of using it for something that we can easily get in and or out. Probably a disc harrow, maybe a cultivator, so we have kind of grass making equipment over here. What else can we put in there? What else? Yeah, we have quite a lot of buildings now on the farm. And still no chicken. What am I doing with my life? I'm a farmer with no chicken. I should not be here, not be doing that. I thought there was something wrong. Look at that. I guess I flipped the pallet. It's just... Come on. Okay. Whew. Alright, are you going back on? I think yes. I don't really see any use for it in this exact moment, so let's just throw it back on top. And let's put the tractor in and call it a day for it. Now, oh right, look at that, we have this trailer that I had outside for, well, from the beginning. We still have the manure spreader that we aren't going to use because we're not producing enough manure to use it. So this could potentially get sold, and potentially it could bring some more money in. But yeah, oh, another thing I wanted to say is that we paid around 17,000 for the delivery and the construction of the new shed. So yeah, let's prepare for some service action, and I'm gonna use this tractor right here. To get 2 pieces of equipment all cleaned up and serviced. Yeah. In the end, this trailer really deserves the shed. Because it was outside from the very beginning and it did a whole lot of work. And it's been an overall a good trailer, but it's in a terrible condition. Terrible. So it's good to use a bit of downtime to make sure that your equipment is in tip-top shape. Okay, so let's see. This shouldn't be too expensive to fix, because there are no major moving parts on that, so it can actually be fixed with very little input. Yeah, and the paint has also seen better days. Alrighty, 162 euros and the trailer is now fixed. Now let's go ahead and store it in the shed. This is going to be a historic moment. Yeah, this was the trailer that brought, I think, most of the materials, if not everything, for all the huts that we built and for this storage building over here. So yeah, we brought a lot of things with it. Been a tremendous help. And I think this one is the easiest to reverse because it's quite long, and the longer the trailer is, the easier it kinda, well, the better it behaves while reversing, and we can easily see over it because it's so low. Okay, slowly now. Don't want to break it since we just fixed it. Okay, is there about a meter still left? And we touched it. Just a little kiss. You know what? Give me an hour or so. I'm gonna move that pile of debris that's left, so we actually have space in the shed to put this trailer behind. It took a bit more than an hour, but I managed to drag everything over here. So now we should have enough space to fit the whole trailer in and still be left with some cover for the hitch. Because if there is one thing that I do not want to rust is the hitch. Okay. And we're in, look at that. Beautiful. Right, now for the main course. Gotta decide which bay is gonna house our potato harvester. And if we actually buy a self-propelled one, we're gonna sell the trailed one, so it's gonna be exchanged 1 for 1. But yeah, this should be good. This has also been outside, exposed to all the weather elements, exposed to hail, to extreme snow. I'm guessing it's not gonna be in a very good condition, but we'll have to see. Well, technically it's not in too bad of a condition. But still, while we're at it, let's do some work on it. Now this one is a bit harder to reverse because it's so tall that we can barely see what's happening behind. While on the other hand, it is long enough that it makes reversing fairly easy. At least that's what I found. That's my personal experience. The shorter the trailer, the harder it is to reverse it. No way, I forgot this is actually blue. I thought it was brown. Oh, shit. Okay, let's try and do some work on this. Anna. good. So 403 euros for fixing up this little baby. I'm speechless. That it's actually blue with yellow accents. How? What? When? Amazing. I don't think it has ever been as clean as it is now. So I'm thinking the rightmost bay. So we have our combine protected the most, because the combine, I think, is gonna be the most expensive piece of machinery that we have here. Okay, is it going in? Oh yeah. Around half a meter clearance, and the rear should also go all the way to the back. Perfect. As I've said, I don't really have eyes on the back, so we're gonna be stepping out just to make everything nice and safe up there. That's plenty. Look at this. Like it was made for it. Well, everyone, we are a happy new owner of a new shed, well, new to us shed, and I really think I deserve a nice cold beer. Yeah, so let's park this tractor in our shed and let's go get something cold and nice to drink. And next time, I think, because I'm already talking with someone, a local, that they have an old combine harvester ready for sale. I'm gonna go and have a look at it, and if it's any good, we are gonna be our proud new owner for that. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you had fun, and join us next time to see what new we bring home. How empty this place looks when everything is nicely stored, doesn't it? I should fill it with something. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.